Hello everyone, let's talk about this one today. No Chinese embroidery style Kelly bag. Let's pay attention to this Kelly bag. We come with the tassel, pump. Kelly's approach is the same. For this embroidered Kelly bag, there are a few things we need to pay attention to. First of all, this arm is separate. Please pay attention to our rear installation. This chain is separate. Our tassel is also separate. After receiving the goods, you need to assemble it yourself. Tie it to this bag like this. On the finished bag. What if you don't bring it when you go out? We can take this off. Put it in the bag or leave it at home. What about our sheet? We have a few very important points to pay attention to. This one is embroidery style, including everyone's attention. This is very delicate. It's an embroidery of jacquard. This embroidery, he has a point that we need to pay attention to, which is everyone pay attention to the oil edge. The oil edge is embroidered in R1. On this setting, made an oil edge, so it finally runs out of oil. It feels like a thorn to the touch of this edge. But this is it. We will also do a simple one later, a fix. It has this tingling feel and it is normal, including this side and this side. And this side is a little thorny. But after we sew the bag as a whole, it has no effect. This side, after we receive it, be sure to pay attention to our tutorial explanation. The edge has a tingling feel due to the rough edge. It is caused by the nature of its own material. This is a situation with one of our pay attention. I took a few sheets as samples for me. Guys, take a look. There will be. Well, we can't see the light-colored one clearly, but brown and pink. It will have this little grainy feel. This is normal. We can use these little scissors ourselves. Give it a simple fix. This is the situation of our rough edge. R1 is. Let's pay attention. This embroidery bag, we have added an anti-wear bottom nail to the bottom. Anti-abrasion cells for 4 columns. What about in our hardware bag? It is the hardware with 2 more sets of small barbells. And it looks like this. The 4 bottom nails are like this. We need to disassemble it ourselves. Such 2. 4. It may also be sent directly in for bulk. Maybe with 2 levers. After we unscrew this, these 2 poles are useless. We can throw it away. Keep an eye on this thicker one. We have others in there. The other is not shaped. It's a little thinner than this. Okay, after we receive it, follow this tutorial that we started with. Put this bottom nail first and we'll fix it for him. How can we tell the difference between the heads? Pay attention to this hole. This hole is a downward pressure hole. The hole here is a convex hole of the previous type. Well, how about this one? This side as the outside. This is the inside. Of course, we are using the same bottom for this one material of the same color. Well, it doesn't matter which set you use. Okay, after we find these 2 anti-wear nails, take out the 2 corresponding small screws. Install it. Let's take out the little screwdriver in this hardware bag. Okay, these 4 nails are fine. And look at this. We have one to pay attention to. Like this hole. It's not exactly in line with this hole. Like my material. I made a super thickened bottom. Like this one pressing down the nails. This downforce. It may cause this nail position to have. It is a deviation of about 1 到1毫米. We have nothing to do with this. After suturing our bag, the bottom is completely invisible. It's correct. Okay, let's put this aside for now. Or take out our sheet. Let me introduce you again. Because of this, it is an embroidery. Notice it has this. Well, basically there are a lot of situations that cannot be penetrated because of this when we nail it down. That is, when the board knife is needled, it is pressed down. This punch is completely impenetrable. Because there is this silk blocking, but our hole is already printed. We can sew it normally. This one has no resistance. We don't have to say, pass all these holes again. No need to pass, we can just sew it up. And then like this, and we have big holes in the back. We can also deal with this in advance. There is no need to deal with the small hole. Okay, And then we're going to take a look at the final product. As for our finished product, this is the only one. I introduced it just for our new Chinese style. This embroidery bag, every time we sew this up, a thread on this embroidery surface. Then we use this lighter. Is my bag ready? Finish sewing a thread on this embroidery surface. We use this lighter. It's a quick walk up this side of the line. That's all. We will put this floor round this hole. The embroidery silk melted away for him. Just give him a pinch. This makes it look flat. Including here, this is what I have already done. Take this out. Like this, we sew this edge very quickly. Don't take long. It's a quick walk. This side will be locked. Here's what we did. One of these new Chinese Kelly bags. A few places need to be paid attention to. We follow all the rest. A suture method for our normal Kelly bag. We can directly follow the following operation. Hello everyone, today we are talking about a tutorial for the Kelly bear bag. This one is our brown one. It's a pattern bear. And we have a bear pendant. Has a shoulder strap. This is a finished package. What about we have a total of 3 bear patterns. Then 3 solid colors. What about our tutorial? What will be used is a tutorial with solid color marble pattern. Now, let's take a look. Our material package has U tabs. We have 3 patterns. There are also 3 solid colors. We are in a khaki today. As an example, then the accessories of our other bags are the same. We are based on the accessories of just follow our tutorial combination. First we get what we have. There is one of our hardware bags. There is one of our front and rear packs. The bottom of a bag. There is also a back cover. 2 side walls. 2 side rails. Everyone pay attention. Follow my first step. Check all our materials first. Notice that it's 2 branches. There is also one of our long ones. There is an arc in the middle. This is one of our portable devices. There is also the lock edge of the 2 bags. This is what we used in the previous part. There are 2. One was opened by us alone. One is silent. This is our one. 2 shoulder straps, one long and one short. This is the last. How do we assemble this shoulder strap? So now we have recognized this material. I want you to look at that carefully. If the materials are not enough, we will contact our customer service in the background. Customer service will handle it for you. Next, let's take a look at our hardware bag. There are more things in the hardware bag. So when we made our bag, be sure to find a platform with fewer things. Or a flatter platform. Come and check our material, because there are more details in it. Okay, now pour this out and check it. The first is made by one of our coils. What about this? It has been matched according to the color of our bag. There are 2 needles on the ball of thread. This needle may be on the thread group. It may be this one in our bag. The other parts. Just look for this. Next is one of our accessories. Everyone pay attention. Our solid color is a khaki. A black one. There is also a pure white one. We are equipped with the Pegasus. An angel horse. One of our pendants. Angel horse pendant with our 2 wings. A small pair of ponies and one of our lanyards. And a horsehair ponytail. Here are 2. One mane, one ponytail. In that we can see it more clearly when we get our small black leather pieces. And this little black leather is our horse's eye. We will explain in detail when sewing at this thing must be put away. Next, we have 3 in it. 3 small leather strips of the same color as our bags. I will tell you when I use this later. A semicircle. This semicircle is part of the suction buckle of our bags. Keep this too. Next is our hardware accessories. There is a screwdriver. Our set of locks. 3 more. Ours is like this. Everyone pay attention. It's a little square buckle. It's what we use. There are 3 on top of our 3 small strips. There are still 6 of our screws. This is a cap screw cap. 1 2 3 4 5 6 pieces. The screw cap is equipped with 6 screws. Then 6, it corresponds to it. Then there are 2 square buckles. There are 2 square buttons, which we make for handbags. Here are some of our materials. The next thing is that we have a gasket. The gasket is to be used with our lock. There is also one of our suction buckles. And here's something I want to draw attention to. Everyone must pay attention here, because this is critical. We got our 1 square cover. Everyone pay attention. A square cover that's basically a square. It's part. Are we worthy of the past? It could be this. It has been nailed for you. This riveting ding talk is ready. This raised part is brought over. What about what we received? Maybe part of it. Only this one. It's a groove. Wearing a gasket. We will install it on this one then. If we received another style, That's the style in my hand. It doesn't have this installed. Not installed. We made this in advance. It will have to. Everyone pay attention. There are 2 small gaps. What about this small gap? We will bring tape in our materials. This raised part. It has 2 branches. So if you receive only the groove part. What about proof that we have brought part of it inside? What if you received both? Proof that both parts need to be installed by yourself. What if you don't understand this again? We can contact customer service. And what about the gasket corresponding? If you receive one, it is a gasket. It's 2 gaskets. Then there may be or are small screws inside. As a backup. If not, our screws are also sufficient. Okay, we will recognize all the things in our material package now. After recognition, we need to get all these things packed in time. Because there are more widgets, in order to prevent loss. Even if it is lost, we will also affect the progress of making babs. Don't miss any small screw, all packed. What are the specific uses of this hardware? About it in detail later. Everything else is packed. We don't need to install needle because the sutures are about to start. Okay, put our hardware bags aside and put them away. We're going to get our materials out now. What about after the materials are taken out? So we're going to start off by suturing these 2 knots. Everyone pay attention. Let's find these 2 knots first. Put the rest away. Everyone must wear all what we bring. There is an outer packaging. If you are afraid of this product, what if it is lost? We put this bad accessory in time and put it back in our bag. In that case, to avoid a situation that cannot be found. Okay, we're going to pull this out now. After taking it out, we follow this curve. Everyone pay attention. The 2 lengths are the same. Then we take this. Everyone pay attention to this times the line of the bar. 6 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 is just right. There is a line segment that is 6x, and the line is just we are doing this for the first time. What about friends with handmade bags? We can take an extra 1.5 times or take 1 on top of my 6x. 1.5 times more, or 1 whole. How about this? To avoid a situation where you are not enough in the back. The lines we bring are all surplus. There is a margin. What about after putting the hardware back away? Let's pay attention to one detail. Because of our solid color version, it matches an accessory of one of our angel ponies. But watch this. I just showed you. Our one is equipped with a bear pattern. We match it with a bear pendant. What about the pendant of the bear? We will bring you an extra bead chain. And one of our iron rings. Hang our little bear. Take another look. So there is no such bead chain in the angel horse. And this iron ring, but inside the bear pendant, it has this bead chain and iron ring, according to this accessory we received. And the second thing we need is a lighter. A lighter and a scissor. Because we're going to need to cut the thread and then there's the finishing touches. So we need to prepare our own scissors and lighters. We didn't bring this with us. Okay, our thread has been sewn 6 times the amount. It's already measured. After measuring, we start threading the needle. Everyone pay attention. Because friends like us who have already done crafts, you don't have to teach people how to thread needles like we do. Especially our novice friends must watch it again. We first use this wax thread to pass through the needle. What about after going through? We'll have a short one here. A short paragraph. Use our needle tip to prick the middle part of our line. The middle of the line. After piercing through, everyone pay attention. Bring it closer. Pull this down after going through it. The needle comes through the thread. And then you just pull the longer string. It locks the needle. What about after the needle is locked? Same thing on the other end. We'll do it again. Everyone pay attention. This line goes through. Then take this middle part and go through. And you just keep going through it. What about after wearing it? Pull this long paragraph. We locked both needles for the long section. Everyone pay attention. After it is and we start to push that line aside. We started to sew one of them. Let's take a look. How do we distinguish ourselves? This front and back, because we use a double-sided same material. So what about this pinhole? Everyone pay attention. It has a down. Because this is how our needle is made. So is this pinhole. The plane is a little bit pressed down. If you press it down, it's a positive face. Then what about the back hole? It's a flat mouth. You can take a closer look. If you couldn't see it at the time, we can take a look. This is mouth down. It's concave down. this pinhole. This is a front. So we start wherever we insert the needle. Come, we start with any needle like this and dive into the first needle first. Second needle. If you sew from this needle in this direction, that's the first shot. The first needle goes through the pinhole of the second needle. What if you sew from this direction? See, you are a habit of using needles. What if you stitch in your left hand? Basically sew in this direction. Then let's pull it out first. After pulling it out, let two needles. It is to achieve an effect of pulling flush at the same time. Because we're 50/50. Then I habitually go in this direction. Then I got the first needle in this hole. So the needle in this hole. Through this second pinhole next to him. Go through. That locks the needle. So it's a locking pin. After locking the needle, we keep sewing. Everyone pay attention. We can't use this needle for the time being. Use this one. Thread a needle and pull the thread. But when we pulled, don't say this force is particularly tight. What about under particularly tight? It is easy for us to pull the leather out of shape. Don't be too loose. Just pull a suitable force. It's just right that he's here. Then the hand applies the same force. What about this needle and thread that we sew? It's prettier. Okay, we'll sew like this. He wears it back. Just keep sewing, stitch by stitch like this. There are vacancies among us. What about our vacancies? It needs to be sewn with another thread from us. So let's finish it now. Use a single needle all the way to. So this circle. Sew to the end of our stitch. You can also sew like me. What if it's not a novice friend? You can use even needles like this. For example, let's go through a needle now. I won't take this needle and I give it back. Pull both stitches at the same time. This may sew faster. It also mainly depends on everyone's stitch habit. Okay. Our lighter and scissors. Let's put it aside. Okay, so we've already done a few stitches. We do it ourselves. Because it's all repetitive. We sew it directly to this side. Then I'll explain it to you. Face part. Okay, we are now. We have sewn this needle to the last stitch. We can use this needle for the time being. You can go ahead and take out the one longer needle. Just ahead. Just like this, it is also sewn next to this pinhole. Sew needle by needle. In that case, actually feeling an empty needle. And this, we also sew this side ourselves. So to our same position, we can just wrap it up. Okay, our one is already sewn. Everyone pay attention. I am two wires. It's all sewn together. This one is sewn all over. Then we put one of the threads. Whether you prick it from the front or the back hole. Let's get the two wires to the same side. Then cut it short with scissors. After cutting it short, you can leave about 2 to 3 毫米. Everyone pay attention to 2 to 3 millimeters. Then use our lighters. Give it a quick perm. Okay, our line locks it. We still finish this one in the same way. These two are exactly the same. As for this, we still take the little X line. Pen line. How to thread the needle or the method I described to you in the first step. It's the same. First, when the first seam was made just now. What if it's not clear? The second one I am going to start with. Notice that there are still two needles. Let's find a location at random. We already talked about it at the beginning. How do we distinguish between front and back? Like this pinhole is sunken. That's our front. What about this pinhole? It has a little burr. That is our opposite. We start with the needle from the front. From the middle position. Two needles are inserted at the same time. Again, with the first needle on our left. Or the first needle on your right side. Pierce this hole next to his second. So we lock the needle. Still the same way. We start stitching, like the first lock strip. We sew it all the way to the end with a lighter. Let's finish one. Okay, let's start stitching now. Just complete it yourself. Let's take a look. We are now two. This lock edge is already sewn. Then put it aside. Let's take a look. Now we are two. The edge lock is already completely done. And when it's done, let's put that aside for now. Next we start to do our side. What about the side? We are two. Two sides. Then there are two side bars. Okay, let's start with this sidebar suture first. What about when the side strips are started using what's in our hardware bag? Round buckle, square buckle. 2 square buckles. We find out in advance. Let's take a look at the square buckle. And we are going to demonstrate that. Just put this away. And then you sew it up like this. What about when we got this sidebar? We have a small detail to pay attention to. Yes, we received it with 4 holes on it. What if it has 4 holes? We ourselves advance from the middle of the 2 holes in the second row. We use needles. It is the middle position. Give it a prick in advance. Because we'll use this hole later. Everyone pay attention. Just tie it in about the middle. This strip is also selected between the 2 holes below. Are the 2 holes in the row below? In between, let's tie this to it. Use a needle for us. Just prick it with a sharp needle. If we receive the following one, the bottom row has 3 holes. Then we don't have to tie anymore because of us. It may have 2 batches and 2 versions. But we will unify it to 3 holes later. Okay, so we're going to do the suturing. Same line. We're going to take this from us. This package. Put this aside for now. Put that away. This bag is 5 times its weight. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the same. If we feel that the line is not enough, we double that 9 times. Okay, same threading. Okay, what about when we sew this next? I want you to look at this. We also started with this film. Both ends start to enter. Enter from one end of it. The 2 holes at one end start to enter simultaneously. What about after pulling up? The first needle goes through here. Look out. Oh, I still don't need the one under this thread. Start sewing normally here. Okay, what about after we sew this needle here? There is a hole here. We should put our side strip on it. The bottom hole is aligned with the row of holes below. Then we put our square holes on here. Let's pay attention after bending this over. We had already pierced a hole just now. This row, it corresponds to the 3 holes on the edge where we are. Okay, this row corresponds to our second row. So let's start sewing. So pay attention. Through this needle. Wear it the same way. Because we've made a hole before. Just sew it over normally. Pull it tighter. You can tighten it here. It's to fix this directly. Let's wear it like this. And that's it. Just sew with a needle. With this needle, we're going to put it. A stitch that sews all the way to the end of us. Okay, our shot just after this stitch. Everyone pay attention. After I sew this needle, I sew it upside down. What is inverted just sewing? Keep sewing back. This needle is at the end, then continue to sew it back. Everyone pay attention. Now I have already filled the needles here. Then I haven't sewn it yet. These are the ones on our little leather strip now. We are now sewing a needle to the edge of him. Then we continue to sew. Give him a shot. Okay, this holds it in place. What about after passing through here? We just came out of this needle. After, and we started sewing like this down the line. We sewed this one on. We don't sew this needle back and forth anymore, but after sewing it back from this side, continue to sew down. Second hole, we're coming out this way. Perforation. The letter is relatively simple, and we just kept wearing them. It's on. What happens after the needle is this open? Extra thread. Cut off the broken thread.
So let me highlight
What
that.
if you have this needle?
Well, because he took a trip back.
If he has this needle, for example, you don't use it enough here, it doesn't matter. Let's just put this needle directly. Leave a little distance. Don't worry about him when you get stuck because our route is what we reserved before. This needle. He'll feel his vacancy. We're just going to stop using the needle. An example for everyone. So what do we do? Use this longer line we left earlier. Prick him from this hole just now. Can everyone see clearly? And you can see here that we're sewing it together. Can also plug it into this wire. Everyone pay attention. And my needle ends here, and it doesn't go back. I stopped sewing horizontally, because it's all behind me. The empty needle has been filled. So here we go, is to get it to this position. We then sew it in this vertical direction. Okay, we're sewing it now. It's in the same position as this needle. Because the needle is short, let's leave it alone for now. We keep sewing. Okay, we're now on the last stitch to the top, and it's here. We're going to sew back with this needle. Sew to the same as the first needle just now. The position of the short needle, and notice that I've got it back. Also, it is now all sewn with vacancies. Then we put this needle in the leather surface. Rewind the needle, or a needle forward. Just put this needle in the back for it. We cut it off as well. Remaining 2到3毫米. Just iron him with a lighter. Don't take too long. It's easy for us to suck the leather like this. Okay, we'll just lock it like that. Take a look, we have already sewn one side. Then we have the same method. Of course, the line I just mentioned is short. Well, it will also appear. What if it doesn't appear? Let's sew it normally. You can also receive it here, or you can receive it directly here. Okay, we'll do it the same way. Let's do the other one ourselves. Okay, let's take a look. Now it's our two backs. The side circumference is already done. And after that, we also put it aside. Next eye, all we have to do is part of this back. What about the back part? Our plain weave is in front of us. The one with the arc is ours, and that's what we've already talked about. Put this unusable aside for now. Everyone pay attention. I have this one right now. It's one of our back covers. What about the back cover? This one already has 2 small gaps. Well, if we receive, rivets have been installed for everyone. What about the suction buckle? Just leave it alone. What about something like this? Well, I'll lead everyone to settle down. You also got our hardware bag. Find one of ours in the hardware bag. The surface where the magnetic buckle should protrude. Everyone pay attention. There is a protruding small pimple inside us. Use this one to take out a circular gasket as well. We will continue to put the rest in the bag. Everyone pay attention. We still teach this. Well, the recess on the down line is our front. So let's put this on it now. Everyone pay attention. What about after this end comes over? Give him this gasket of ours and put it here. What about this gasket? Okay, normally, it plays the role of a on-pad bracket. If everyone is in the process of taking it, what if it is lost? It doesn't matter if you don't pad it. Suppose we don't have this gasket. Normally, break our bracket to the side. That's fine. These 2 small gaskets are also available on the pad. You can do it without a pad if you think Flip the lid like this. If you don't want to expose this small gasket, we will directly put these 2 small brackets. Break aside. Like this. It also has a better one. A hidden effect. It's not that obvious. It's up to us. If not, you don't need to pad it. If there is, we will just put it on the pad. After the pad is on, we can put these 2 brackets. Harder, break it to the side. The hardware we use is customized hardware. It's also thicker, so we can use this tool. Use these scissors. Or something harder at home. You can take a picture of it like this. Okay, so it flattens out. And then it's flattened, and then we assemble it. If we do materials of the same color, this is the subdivision. What if the 2 sides are made of different materials? This is our inside. Fine grain material is our inside. Ours is ours. The printed one is one of our outsides. Okay, let's take a look. We put this material like this. Because after our back lid is buckled over, this suction buckle should be opposite to ours. Well, the grooves are interlocked. And we are going to sew up the lid. If you cover it, and we start with these 3 holes. So this way, then we add the remaining 2 lines. Connect to one of our backs. We're going to measure to a HRX line. What if you think new friends are not enough? We'll just add another cup normally. Okay, the same is one of our 2 needle punctures. Like I just said, let's start from the front. After we find the front, this is already pressed from the side of the front. The 3rd hole on the side begins to insert the needle. Or is it the same way to stick our first needle back in? Through the hole of the 2nd needle. Keep sewing with this needle. And then we take the last shot. The same goes to our 123, the third to last hole. Okay, we won't use this needle anymore. The seam stops here. Then we start from the end just now. Continue the needle and use it to fill in the missing needle. That's how it goes all the way to the end of this needle. Let's do it ourselves now. After that, we need to connect with the back part again. Hello us, it's so now. Ours is the third to last hole. So let's start wrapping this photo now. Put this on this side first. Our side is the wire inside our side. With us. It is connected to this hole on the side. Everyone pay attention. What about after where we go straight sideways, second hole, and this one on the lead? The second hole is corresponding. Then keep sewing like this. Okay, our thread is sewn to the starting point. Then we don't need this wire. We then use our long one. If it's long, stick it in this direction. We filled all the missing needles. Okay, we only have 2 wires now. It's all sewn into one hole. So what we do is we take this outer strand and we rewind it. Put a hole through the top and put it back through. Like we said, try to hide this thread in the back. Don't hide outside. In this case, the aesthetics are still better. In this case, we will sew the cover. After it's sewn, let's take a look here. And then we're going to connect to this. Connect. We can take a look at our back bottom. It encases our large section. So the blockbuster is holding down our negative. And you can look at a suture like this. So start picking this up now. Same curve. It takes the length of our back bottom. It's 5 times the volume, because of 5 times the line volume. What about our new friends? They were very wealthy. Like we are sewing this back now. What about the whole process? They use a two-needle approach. Like us. What about our friends who have done crafts many times? We can do it according to our own preferences. You can choose to use double line. You can also choose to use a single. It doesn't matter if it's a double needle or a single needle. Like the material we are using now. It's a thickened material. Custom thickened material. So in the process of sewing, well, he has some unpierced ones. Leather like ours. The leather foam will also fall off. It's all normal. During the sewing process, if you find that there are some holes, it's not pierced. We can all use this pintail to top it like this. You can tie the inside out. If we sew, we will be brighter. Okay, this thread is already sewn to the edge. We don't need this thread, then use our root. Okay, where to needles now? At the same time, the last one has been received. Then we put the needle outside. This needle is also a backwards needle. From. Go through here. Put this there. Cut off the extra thread. A bit long, let's trim it again. Just leave 2到3毫米. Okay, you're done. So let's wrap it up. Let's take a look at this. And then the same method. We sealed this noodle for him like this. Here we go. We can do this by ourselves. The same way of sewing. We'll just sew this up. After sewing, we proceed to the following steps. Let's do it ourselves. Let's take a look. We are now the long strip at the bottom of 2 bags. It's completely sewn up. After the stitching is done. So watch this piece. That's the straight edge. What about this hemming? We have 3 sets of knife edges here. Yeah, 2 groups. A knife edge on the side and a knife edge in the middle. 2 small knife edges. It is what we need to install the lock. What about the knife edges on both sides? Well, we can take a look. Place on both sides. It is used by us to install this lock strip. So here we go. Install these 2 first. Take this leather from above. Take 2 strips out of this scarf bag of ours. 2 short strips. We already introduced this in the first step. And take out our 2. Don't move the rest, we still put it in the hardware bag. After getting these 2 strips, where from here everyone pay attention. Let's break this mouse from the front. Then plug it in. What about this one? Because we use thick material, it's not easy when it's inserted. So we can try twice more. Or break the mouse for a while. Push in. If you plug it, you will come in. What if you can't get it in once or twice? We'll try twice more. Just give it a hold first. And then you put it in like this. Bring this over. After getting it over, we use this clip. Everybody pay attention. Here's how you fill in one end first. Can you see it? Let's get closer. Fill in one end first. Fill in about half of it. We'll put the other end in. Then fill it in, and we can look at it from the side. The two heads are held up. So let's start by putting it like this first. Sample. What about after filling it up? We're going to push it down. Just press directly. Press on our leather, then press hard like this. Press it hard to use that. There is an arm in it. Small pointed claws. Then it was suppressed. If you think if you are afraid that the pressure will not be tight, give it a push. What about it can be used? What about some of the harder things around us? We assist it. Give it a little more porcelain. Look, I have a fingertip knife here. Or maybe you have something else in your hand. It. What about after a pad? Let's press harder. Or use other foreign objects to assist. Or if there are men at home, we can also use let our gentleman help. Okay, we're stuck here. Be sure to jam it. Everyone pay attention. We gotta get it stuck. Be sure to work hard. His clip can be stuck more firmly. Okay, this is our only one, and it's not stuck. Look at this. Maybe my power card is not good enough. Let me show you again. That aside. Flip this over again. This is also the same. Pay attention to it. This is about half. This one. Look at it this way now. These two are already matched. Let's push. Press first. Must take care of. After applying, be sure to assist him. Still use my method. Maybe we have the power of lesbians. Not so strong. We need to use external force at this time. Okay, post this here. So you guys are looking for other usable things. You see, I'm putting a force on him. There will be no problem. That's it, connect it. What about the other same approach? Let's put this through too. Those are already available. It's over. It's over. Give him first. Be sure to keep these two heads inside. Don't let it escape. Make sure to keep it in there. Then press like this first. Press it first. Then give it a push. And then use the tools you already have at home. A harder tool will do. Or use this screwdriver we brought over. Everyone pay attention. We have a screwdriver in this hardware bag. Just give him a force. It's all okay. Okay. Now this is firm. What about after it is firm? Let's pull this up to the front. All right. So flat. What did we bring? It's all normal. It will become flat when pressed. Okay, we have already installed this. What about after installation? We don't have to start stitching now. The side circumference of our bag. Everyone pay attention. We have already sewn the rest. We started sewing the sides of our bags. As for the side circumference of the bag, we shall prevail one by one. Just align our first hole. It corresponds to the first hole. There's nothing to say about this. So let's start by taking this line. Then we sew this up. What you get is a quadruple of our big side. Ours is a quadruple line. And because we'll be done sewing later, it's not easy to measure. So we also use this 4x thread. Hey, measure another 4x line. The needle is already ready from our side. We pick up take one of our side backs. So watch this. Where you can sew from any side. You can also sew from this side as long as it buckles like it like this from this seam. Let's start sewing here first. Same double stitch first method. Injection. After the first injection, everyone pay attention. I have a needle here to lock the needle. Go through the two needles together. After wearing it, the first needle does not go directly into the here for the first shot. Then pull him back. Pull the thread back and continue through the first stitch. Or through his first needle. How about this? Our line is locked. Everyone pay attention. Lock the wire. Then pass through the second needle. It is equivalent to us being the first needle through the second needle. And then from this hemming, we do the first stitch through and then wrap around the stitch. Then go through the first hole. So there's a lock pin on it. And then through the second hole. And secondly, we're back to normal stitching. Just sew next to it like this. Don't have the wrong needle. What if there is a wrong needle? There will be a deformation in the side circumference of our hemming. Everyone pay attention. And we're going to sew this semicircle here. This shot, we can sew normally. Don't have the wrong hole. One hole next no matter what the shape of the bag is. We must have holes next to each other. But what about after we straighten this bag is also normal. We're at this point now. What about we started by giving the bag this shape because of the side. Pay attention again. Still the same. Let this bottom face this bottom. In this one, there will be a 3-pin stack. So is this. It doesn't matter. No leaking needles. After that, we must sew this. On this side, we must pay attention. This thread must be tightened a little bit. What if it doesn't tighten? This gap will appear on the edge. Also sewn to this corner. We're going to fold this piece here. I fold after you draw it. Alright, we are now at the last stitch. After the last stitch, again, we've put the last stitch go round from above, and sticking it back through this needle is another locking needle. After locking the needle, we sew this needle back. Sew 2 stitches back. Okay, this is fixed. We can leave it alone. So what happens? We're going to use the needle we just did. Continue to fill in the remaining empty needles. Make up for this position. Let's do it ourselves. Let's take a look. Now its 2 needles has arrived at a unified place. After the unification of the place, how do we end up with this needle? Everyone pay attention. We reverse the needle from 2 to 2. Well, the gap between the 2 skins is stuck in the middle. This is the same method. Watch it here. Second time. Pierce out from 2 gaps. After tying it out, cut it short to 2 to 3 毫米 as well. Burn it with a lighter. Don't burn too much. We'll iron it. After ironing, pay attention to its head. We can hide it in this bag. Okay, then we hide it in the bag. Give it another pinch. You can't see it if you hide it inside. Okay, our side is already completely sewn. Everyone pay attention. The method is relatively simple. About our side? It needs to be done independently. Let's do it ourselves. After sewing, let's move on to the next step. Let's take a look. What about our bag? It's almost done. The next step is to stitch our portable part. The portable part and our 2 sides. Just on both sides, this is a direct trip to the empty line. But we said before that it is in our bag. It's got a semicircle. This semicircle is to install the other half of the magnetic, so we put it on the front of this bag. Here. The magnetic ring is made about our bags with lines like this. The fine grain material inside. As for this, the textured one is placed on this magnetic ring first. Open our hardware bag again. Inside the gold bag, this one is the part with a groove. Put this on. Put an iron sheet. Or use that screwdriver. Use that screwdriver and give him a click to press it. Okay, you can press this one. What about after everyone pay attention? I'll bring you closer. We can see it from here. There is a large hole in this position. There's a big hole in this position. What about its 2 big holes? Yes, and these 2 holes correspond. Everyone pay attention. This thing has a big hole. There's a big hole. It's a little bit bigger than the surrounding holes. There's a bigger hole in the head. What about the leather in this head? You can see. It's called a positioning hole. Now let's start by suturing this first. So our side. What about sewing? We're using an arm. What about a thread 3 to 4 times? As for newbies, we'll keep twice as much. Line. Take €400 next to this. Let's start stitching now. Sew the front first, then clip this inside. The threading is also the first needle from the edge. Here, pay attention because it's a crevice here. This needle is not. 2 needles together. We are also locking a needle. Then use a needle to go like this first. What about when we sew this unilateral side? Don't use too much force. Let it go with a normal force. Otherwise, the hemming will wrinkle easily. Okay, now this is the positioning hole. We're going to put this piece here. Everyone pay attention. This pattern must be outside if it's our brown one. So take a look. We use this fine line on both sides. It just doesn't matter. You can use whichever side you want. Start playing this. This is fixed here. The first positioning hole is pierced. Okay, our needle was at the end just now. I did put it back on again and sewed it back twice. Give it another shot. Sew it directly into the inside of the bag. Don't worry about that. Then use this needle we have on our side. Put it to the bottom. Then this edge is sewn. After sewing, cut off the excess thread. After cutting, use a lighter to burn the edge of it. What about this side behind ours? Let's also it ourselves because this side doesn't have this small lock either. It's relatively simple. Take an empty line, just fill the empty thread with another needle. Okay, let's do it ourselves. Let's all take a look at our current bag. Well, on the whole, the frame stitching is basically complete. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the portable part. Sew it up. So take a look. Let's put this inside first. And this is what it looks like. So let's turn this round first. After turning it round, it has this amount. Everyone pay attention. Here are two holes. Here are the three holes. That corresponds to 2 and 3 on this side. Our portable. Portable, we take a total of 6 times our length. We'll look at this as the positive. Let it go through the inside. Pay attention to how we sew this. Well, the first needle sticks it in. And when it's done, we're going to sew right along our hole. Sew it in here. Everyone pay attention. Because our side corresponds to this side, so get it over in advance. In this way, the sewing and the hole at the back are glued together. So what about after we sew everyone pay attention to our clip. It's sewn here, and then we do it backwards. What about after a stitch back? And notice, we've got a stitch here. Thread the middle needle through. Or continue to sew like this. After sewing, pay attention to it again. It's sewn here, and then when it's done, I put a stitch on it. Just this needle here. After sewing, put it back on. How about we sew it with these two holes above? After, we're going to continue down this pinhole. You must pay attention to what I just did. If you don't get it, we can play it backwards. Go back and watch it twice. Again, we're at the beginning of this. The method of these two stitches is the same. Let's continue sewing like this. From through this needle. And then threading the needle back. After wearing it, go through this hole in the middle. What about after wearing it? We're going to give him the needle forward. So for this shot, we're going to stop right after here. It doesn't move. Everyone start sewing with the second needle. And we will open it. Then the second needle, it is to fill the gap in our first needle. We can break this a little bit. How to put it conveniently. And our needle is already here. After arriving because here, we have already sewn the lower needle, so he doesn't have to come from below. We'll start stitching directly to the right. After sewing, keep going this way. Pay attention to this part of my hand. It forms a sun's shape. Everyone pay attention. I'm basically done sewing here. And one last stitch. This portable, now it is punched into the same hole. Please note that our hand is sewn. It's a boy-like, portable device. We make these 2 needles. Also lock it in the back of this tote bag. Flip it over here a little, turn it over and cut it off. What about our bag? We're almost done with the suturing. Everyone pay attention. And then next we started using these 2 lock edges we put earlier. In the same way, we take out our little backpack. This is one of our customized locks. Then get one of them. Everyone pay attention. Let's pack this for it first. Well, it's with ours. Everyone pay attention. We found the lock. This one has screws. Let's go through this first. Everyone pay attention. Find us a polished face. It's a little better. It can be used as one of our positive aspects because the material on both sides of it is the same. Let's use this side. Let's go through here. Adjust it. After pulling it over, we see that there is a hole in the back of us, and this is a positioning hole. You see, we have this screw from the inside. Take it up from the inside. Take it up from the inside. Maybe our material is thicker. Its screws can't go through, but it doesn't matter. Put the screw to the nut. Plug the screw hole of the screw. What about after it's used this screw hole to just cover the direction of this screw? Then use this screwdriver. Maybe this step is a little bad, but it's okay. Hold this down with your hand, then turn this screw. It is automatically tightened inward. Good looking. We'll put it on. This is the same method. What about when you put this in? Bend this leather for it. It's more convenient to get in this way. And then we flatten it. The installation method is the same. Screw it from the inside. It is possible that this screw is a little warped. Then we have to adjust. It must be flat. Okay, this is solid. What about after it's done? We're just going to press the nut on the front. Everyone just now when we introduced it before, when introducing us to the front. Yes, I have already told you. The same. Everyone pay attention to our side strip. It's this side strip without this keyhole. Look at it. This one also has 2 locks. There are 2 knife edges. We're going to put this through these 2 pieces first. Then go through. You can strangle it. Through our 2 knife edges. Everyone pay attention. Fix it like this. Then put this gasket on the back for it. Can you see it like this? A simple step for everyone. We just put the gasket in. Put a gasket. Use this screwdriver to assist, because it is harder. What about this one? Let's break it in the middle. It has no effect if you break it to both sides. Next we start installing our lock. The mat is on it, just put it on. This lock is also safe. What about this lock? How does it use it? This is a vertical installation. Then hit it horizontally. To open horizontally is to open. Then put it on. Then stand it up. This lock is locked. You can take a look at my current bag. The back part is finished. Let's open this bag. What about when we take just something? Turn this on. After opening, the space will be stretched out. Put away our usual daily mobile phones, cosmetics commonly used by girls. And the space is quite large. It's very convenient to go out and bring something. We just button this fine opening for it. After buckling, simply tidy up his bag. This one. This lock can be adjusted. Just hold this lock down. Our yaw gap is enough. It comes with one of our angels, one of the ponies. So let's start with our horse's body out. And this is a pendant for a horse. One of its lanyards. Then 2 wings. And a long ponytail. A horsehair. And our 2 eyes. We also come with a cotton. I haven't introduced it to you yet. What about this cotton? We just didn't introduce. But we will bring it well. Let's start stitching. Everyone pay attention to our pony. Aware of his wings. Let me introduce you first. Like our wings, he is this wavy downward. This is also wavy and down. A pair of horse wings. Then, our horse's mane is shorter. Everyone pay attention to how to let our horses go. What about your body after you hold it? His tip is the first hole. The horsehair starts from the second hole. We don't count the first hole. Pressing from the second hole. Our horsehair. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes are pressed down. This is where the mane is. And this is a ponytail. Where is the ponytail? It's on the hip of our horse. The top hole. It will be lighter when we get it. The top one goes in here. What about after you take this hole as the center? Then the bottom 2 holes. 2 holes above. It also occupies a position of just adjust yourself. And then our lanyard. Everyone pay attention together. Placed in the middle of one of the horse's bodies. As for this, there are no specific requirements. Everyone is probably in the middle. The middle of the horse's body is fine. Okay, let's start making our pendant now. These 2 are randomly brought by us. The eyes of a horse. Let's uncover this directly. Just paste it here. Horse eyes, black eyes. Here too, take this double-sided tape and peel it off. Stick it directly on this part of the horse. Okay, black eyes are exposed. So now we're going to do the suturing. Draw a wing first. So let's just take a quadruple of the wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So we're a little rich. The 5-fold line of a horse's wing. How about this material? It is a single layer material. So when we stitch, be sure to pay attention. Don't push too hard. If you keep it there, it's prone to wrinkles. This is because there is velvet.
So we
in
must
it.
be very careful when we burn.
It is easy to give this velvet burn.
Drop a little
It
bit.
doesn't matter. It's on here. Then we put another. Sew it in the same way. It starts here on the front. We leave it until the direction of the belly is left out for us to stuff cotton. What about after this? We start measuring a 13 fold line of this body. It uses 13 times as much as the body. You start with this 5. We are now at the top of the size. And we found our shorter one. Clip it where it can be sewn from the second hole. We just give it and go through it, because this leather is so it's easy to wear. It's sort of in the middle of the body. 1. We're going to start putting up this bag of ours. Put it on. You can pierce a hole in the middle of it in advance. How about this? If we use it later, it is more convenient to take it out. Just punch a hole in it from the middle. This is to be sandwiched in the middle. You can wear half a tablet first. Then put this. Here it is. We're going to stay, and you can see here. Like I just said, it's this way. Take this midpoint of the hip as the center. Then there are 2 holes to the left. The 2 holes to the right are to install our ponytail. Let's make this horsehair and ponytail. Try to keep it the same color on one side. Well, one clip on both sides. That's it. You can see this one. We sew this horse to the belly of this horse. Sew. And I'm going to empty it with this wire. After filling the empty needle, also replenishes this place in the belly of this horse. Let's sew it carefully. Let me show you. Now what about our pony? There are already 2 previous ones. Here we go. Next which are our cotton. What about we might bring it to you then. It's all sufficient. Use this screwdriver to assist a little bit. Let the legs of this pony. Fill it like this. Fill in now we fill in the front again. What about this well? Because we have a little square on this. Try not to push this off when you do it. Pay a little attention when giving the top. Let's paint him a little bit like this. Then we sew him first. After sewing, let's fill him in a little more. Okay, item number 2. If this cotton, what if we don't stuff it evenly? Take it out and give it a shape. Make an even ball of cotton. There you go. Okay, now this small ball is basically ready. Then this way. In the same way, let's take the line. This is an inverted needle. Thread the thread between these 2 letters. This is the same method. So you can cut it off. Then bake it with a lighter. Hide it. Hide it and our pony is ready. And now hang it on our back. Everyone pay attention to how this is hung. Is to get this rope directly to it. Put this pony in it. Handmade pony, our little cardi bag is ready. You can take a look. How about this sewing matched with an angel pony? Then what about the little bear? This little bear. What's next? I will give another tutorial for our little bear. It for everyone. Our 2 accessories. The accessories are our 2 pendants. It's all taught. Let's make some bear pendants. Take a look. We are now using the pink of a little bear. And one of our samples. What about the bear? It has an extra ring in our hardware bag. There is an extra ring and a bead chain. So let's take a look at this ring first. Put this ring on this circle between us. Squeeze it tight. If it's not easy to get, we also put something on it. Just press it. Press. Everyone can must press the ring against it. Why is that? Be sure to press it, preferably not through at all. Because when we hang it at the back, it is to be connected to this bead chain. Because of it in our little junction in the middle. It's relatively broken. If we don't press it tightly here, then it might have come straight out of here. We're going to start the suture now. We're going to sew up from one corner. So we leave an opening under one. Just take the line. A factor 10 of it. 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 times is not enough. We took a 15 fold those. Try to use negative. What about the hardware? We'll use it later. We are now from this. Okay. Well, it starts with the sole of the foot. Just give him a certain distance. Minutes left. Okay, let's take a look. Leaving this bottom out. Then this thread is sewn here and will no longer be sewn. Then we use this needle we just left behind. Also make up our empty needle here. Then sew it up and apply the mask. Look at our little bear. It's already completely sewn here. After sewing, we start filling it with cotton from this bottom. still use this screwdriver. Help it. Then the corner. Yes, yes, yes. It looks a little fuller. Keep stitching. Go ahead and fill it with a little bit of this cotton. Now our cotton is almost filled. Fill in a degree as you see fit. You can, needless to say, it is very full of special. It doesn't have to be good. Our little bear ends here. Again, or give it an idea to hide through this side. Here we go. Let's hang our bead chain on it again. Our bear pendant is ready. Take a look at this little bear pendant. See, it's us, a little brown bear. This is our little pink bear. It matches our pink bag. So that's it for today. If there is anything you don't understand, and watch the tutorial twice more. What about after we finish this bag? Let's get out our remaining hardware. And our two shoulder straps. One long and one short. We are now starting to make it below us. Our shoulder straps. It uses a pair of scissors. What about the hardware? Take it all out. We have a pin buckle. Notice a pin buckle. And this screw of ours. There are 4 left in total. 4 caps and 4 screws. Let's take out our short one first. Pay attention to the short one. How about our short one? There are 2 holes at one end. At one end, it has 3 holes. Let's put this 3-hole one on both sides first. Let's take a look at these 3 holes first. Please pay attention to the installation of our shoulder strap. Let's take out our pin buckle first. Put it right. Keep an eye out. It's this pin buckle. Put it away like this. So take a look. Put it like this. And after, open it with ours. After opening it, use our shoulder straps. This short shoulder strap has 3 holes at this end. We plug it in from above. What about after plugging it in? Use this needle below us to tie this hole between us. At the middle piece. Okay, what about after we stick it in? Everyone pay attention. We lay it flat. Now that it's laid out, let's look at this. Everyone pay attention. This is what we do. Make this circle. Let's try this long one first. Well, mainly. Look. Fold this shoulder strap into a double strap. Let's try this circle. Okay, such a degree is enough. So our one may be a little long. Probably cut in. Cut one. Okay. Okay, about 4 or 5 millimeters is fine. Cut it off. What about after cutting it? We put this. Put on. This, we put that in front. When making bags, we've already done this. What if you think this is after it falls? This thickness is not very thick. Then you can use it normally. We don't have to cut it. Just use our buckle directly. Just jam it. Okay. And that's it. About a circle is enough. Or finish applying. We squish it. We squish it. What if the force is not strong enough? We still use the same method to find one. Thin. Or we can use what we have at hand. Actually, this is not very good because mine is slippery. Okay, I'll press this for him. Or to flat ground. Okay, then we start from this shoulder strap. We're already dressed. Then to hose from this section. Put it in this section. Everyone pay attention. What about after you put it? Make sure it fits snugly into the pinhole. Then we bend this over to it. Everyone pay attention. After bending, our two holes are aligned. After matching, we start with this screw of ours. Install this shoulder strap. Because of our material, it's a thicker one. Our screw, it may not appear at this location. Everyone pay attention. This screw, you have to press it down. After pressing this material edge down, it's a flat one. What about this time? We're going to have to put our screwdriver through it. Hold it up. Use this nut to align directly with this screw hole. Align this screw hole. Give it hard with this screwdriver. Be sure to press this nut with the finger above. Flattening. Then use our screwdriver to apply force directly. This screw rod will have an upward rotation. It automatically enters the spiral hair follicle. You can watch this. Okay, what about this end? Looks stronger. On the contrary, everyone pay attention. Don't be like me. I have an antidote. Our screw. The screws should be as low as possible. We put this nut. Because of this nut, it's meant to fall outside. Try to put it. Still the same way, just change direction. Connected. Please pay attention after connecting. And we're now back to the two-hole section. Short shoulder straps, the two holes. This paragraph of, we put a hook directly on it. Hooks, we are the two hooks with the hardware back. Then the same screw. Many friends will ask me if the screw is so short, why not wear long screws? Wearing long screws is not. Okay, because if this screw is too long for you, even if it just bulges out, screw this screw on. It will have a big gap on the side. So our screw is just matched. It automatically tightens the test. Our shoulder straps will be reasonable. Okay, this is also pressed. Everyone pay attention. Why do we use a force? Why short screws? After it is completely fine. This side of it is a very tight fit. Avoid this nail. This shoulder strap is loose. Okay, let's put on this short shoulder strap. After serving, we will put it to the side first. Start with our long shoulder straps. What about the long shoulder strap? Let's take a look. It has two ends, round head at one end. One end is flat. We don't need the round head. We don't need the round head. We only use ours. Pay attention to this end. Okay. Or use our nut. If you feel something inside, we can use this. Okay, this one is tightened. Everyone pay attention to our end. There is no need to go on it. There's a hook on this end. After installation, let's test it. Use our short. It's this end of the round head. It's to plug this in. And then from here, our little leather buckle goes through here. Then according to a length you need, adjust. Stuck here. Our shoulder strap is ready. Let's take a look. Still very good. According to our own adjustments, we will just adjust this length. Okay, what about this shoulder strap? Our back can be put together. What about when we use it? What about this hook for this back? It is the one that hangs directly on our back. Just put it on the square mouth. If this is a bag, it's completely done. Our screwdriver must be put away well because of our shoulder straps. If there is any looseness behind it, we tighten it in time with this screwdriver. What about the screw? There may be an appropriate one or two end on it. We actually used 5 screws. 5 nuts. This one is rich. If there is no wells, I just brought 5 sets. It is also sufficient, so you don't have to think about it. We're done with the video today.